Roger, and I'm coming to you from the Sawtooth Mountains in western New Mexico. You're watching Multiple Sclerosis, the Monster Inside Me, my story.
Hello, and welcome back. Today is Monday, March the 4th. It's been almost 7 months since my last show. I've had some problems, had some issues. Some of the problems I had was my messing up when I'm trying to film a show. Let's see, filmed an episode when I was out camping with my buddies. That was around the 4th of July, and I actually even filmed 2 of them. And I thought I was happy with what I had filmed. As it turned out, I forgot to turn the microphone on. I didn't double check my work, so I guess that was my fault. So there were 2 films there that were 2 episodes that I didn't get to put out there. So that was all a wash. And my next attempt was going to be while I was out on a river trip on the Green River with my gaming buddies, James, Terry, and Matt, and Matt's son, Terry's son, Michael, and his wife, Sarah, and Jen and Alex. The 8 of us went and did a river float down the Green River and had a great time. Second day in, James and I's boat rolled over, and everything got wet. So my video cameras, my phone got ruined, the tablet got ruined. So that ended up being a little bit of an expensive trip. I had a great time. I slept under the stars 5 out of the 6 nights, so the weather was good. It never got super cold. When our canoe rolled into the river, we were in the river for almost a half an hour trying to hang on to our boat to get over to the edge. And thank goodness Terry was there. And we had a great group, and they all chipped in to help us get to the edge. And that was crazy. That water was deep, and it was cold, and I was happy to get to my camp spot so I could dry all my stuff out. And of course, the most important thing were my clothes and my sleeping bag, and it was warm, so I had no problems getting all that stuff dried out. But that was a crazy day. Anyway, moving on after that, the weather was nice. We had a great trip. We ended up down at the confluence, did 70 miles of the Green River, ended up at the confluence of the Colorado River, and did a couple of miles on the Colorado River and got out, and then a jet boat from the outfitter picked us up and took us back up the Colorado River. Now that was a 2-hour jet boat ride, and I was looking forward to that, thinking, man, that's going to be a fun deal. And it was fun for about the first 15 minutes. Then I really started getting cold, and so I'm going to show a picture of our group. And I'm the one all the way on the left in all red. It was cold, and so I had to dress up, and I dressed up for the jet boat ride back up. So it wasn't that bad. Just my face got really cold. So we're going to move on from that. Last month was really hard, and so I really couldn't take my Plegridy, my MS meds, with my chemotherapy, and I was doing chemotherapy, and this round of chemotherapy really hit me super hard, and I didn't want to do my Plegridy, and because that knocks me down for a couple of days too, and so I didn't want to do them both at the same time. So the month of January was just totally out of the question for me doing any kind of video at all for my MS monster. Yeah. My last appointment with my neurologist was in November, and she upped my seizure meds. My seizures are not major, but have become a slight problem. I get a little bit of vision loss in my right eye, peripheral, and it's not a big deal. It goes away after about 6 or 7 minutes. And so I had an EEG, and that showed nothing out of the ordinary. So I guess it's just time to move on and figure out what's going on with that. I do, like I said, I do lose a little bit of peripheral vision in my right eye. The uppage of the dosage seems to be working because I'm not having the seizures like I've had. I've only had one in the last 4 months, so that's a good thing. And that was before I went on the river trip. I went on the river trip, all my meds got ruined. And so I thought that would be a perfect time for me to have a seizure or something to go wrong, but nothing happened. I was kind of surprised. I'm feeling really crappy coming down off all the meds, especially the seizure meds, and I don't recall the name of them. But coming down off of that for 4 or 5 days really made me feel not very good. And so moving on from that, tomorrow is going to be my injection day with Plegridy, and I'm not looking forward to that. I will be down for a good 48 hours. It's like having just a nasty flu for about 2 days. It really sucks, but I know I can just plan on that every other week. And it is hard to take, but I do know it's something I have to do. On the other topic, April is the month for the Walk to Cure Multiple Sclerosis. And so the last couple of walks for the cure have been with all my close friends and also some of those who did the river float with me back in October. And it's really been a special time, and I'm looking forward to doing it again with these special people. I think it's going to be about time to close out the show here. If you didn't, I'm reading off my tablet. This is my new tablet, so I took all my notes, and I'm reading off of this, which is different than what I'm used to. I'm used to having a notebook where everything is written down. So if you see me kind of pausing and struggling sometimes, that is what's going on. Or I could just blame it on MS, right? Anyway, it's about time to close out the show, and I want to do some shout-outs. The first one goes out to all the warriors out there. Hang strong, stay tough. I know it's not easy. I would like to say hello to my friend Amy, who lives really not too far from me, and she's another one who's been on our MS walk and or been there for the dinner afterwards. She's wheelchair, and so they can't do the walk, but I really enjoyed her and her husband's company at the lunch afterwards. So I hope to see them again. And I gotta give a shout out to Amy, because she's the one who texted me and asked me if I was okay, because it's been a while since I've done a show. And so I just want to say thank you for Amy for giving me that little nudge that I needed to get back here in front of the camera and then do this again. And I'm sure there's been some other people out there kind of wondering what's going on, and I appreciate that. Okay, so moving on, I would like to say hello to a friend of mine, Anne-Marie. She is in Austin, Texas. And also another friend of mine all the way in Virginia. And that would be Kenneth. And he and I text quite a bit, at least every other day, especially on Sundays. He's a big car racing fan, as am I. And so I enjoy conversing back and forth with Kenneth. That is, I have a good time talking back and forth with him. So any questions or comments about this show, please reach out to me and I will respond as soon as possible. I've made a promise to myself that I'm not going to go so long between shows this time. I just want to thank everyone for watching, and remember, fight the good fight every minute, every moment, every day. Stay strong, my friends.